Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Remember, there's no astrology, so check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you have, it's just me randomly breaking out into song as I am apparently want to do. So for your key to the week this week, you've got the Hermit card. This is a week for some introspection, right? If you have the time, which everybody should make time, but if you, I hate that word should as well, right? But if you have the time, this week you are encouraged to really delve deep, all right? Like to really get into your own psyche. This week you're being invited and encouraged to really do some very deep introspective work. And the reason being is, what I often say to people when the Hermit card shows up, if you've been with me long enough, you'll have heard me say it. When the Hermit shows up, the High Priestess has a message for you. That means that your intuition is trying to get a message across to you in some way, but you're not able to hear it because you're, Freudian slip maybe, you're not able to hear it because your life is too busy at the moment, right? And so this week you have to make some time to listen to your High Priestess or your inner guidance to speak to you. So for your actions and options, you have the Knight of Wands, right? So this is a very fast, dynamic card, and it's kind of somewhat at odds with the Hermit. What it does suggest, though, is that this week you will be taking a journey of some sort, or having some kind of, you'll be embarking on a quest or a journey of some sort that you're not talking about. Although it's not the High Priestess, whatever we do via or with the energy of the Hermit, it tends to be away from the guise of other people. So there's some kind of plan that you're setting into motion this week behind the scenes. You're not sharing it with anybody. You're just sort of starting down a path and kind of going with it. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, this week, it does look like there are going to be a lot of offers to socialize. Makes sense because of the, currently we're heading towards the holiday season. But if I'm completely honest with you, this doesn't feel like a week where and I hate to use this word. I never want to tell anyone what they should or shouldn't be doing, but this is not a week that you should be socializing. This is a week to do the deep introspective work, right? So when you get those invites, I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself. I'm not saying you have to become a hermit or a monk. What I'm saying is all of that stuff will still be there next week. This week, do the work, do the inner work, sit still long enough with your own thoughts, with your own energy to really dig into what is going on for and with you internally. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the Moon card, right? So the thing that I find interesting about this is the Hermit card is Virgo energy. The Moon card is Pisces energy. So these two represent signs of the zodiac that are direct opposites to each other. And interestingly enough, the Moon card is number 18. 1 and 8 gives you 9. The Hermit card is number 9. 2 9s represents receipts, right? And the Moon card represents the past. So there are going to be probably conversations or maybe some kind of interaction this week where you do have to have a serious conversation with somebody about something from or through the past. Now, in terms of those of you that are studying or going through some kind of academia, this week the Moon card is kind of not even inviting you. It suggests that this week you're going back over what you've learned, what you've studied, to ask yourself, has it really sunk in, and are you actually able to apply it? For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be a recurring challenge or issue that comes up for conversation this week. And it's so interesting because obviously this week we've got the Mercury retrograde beginning. And so this kind of suggests that whatever is coming back up this week in terms of your work, it will be something you've tried to deal with or sort of, approach before, but maybe didn't have any resolution to. This time round, you could actually have one. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this week, if you do the quiet introspective work, the ability or what you come out of that work with is a much clearer idea of why things aren't working and what things you really do need to reconsider, redefine, redo, maybe even remediate in some way. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, retired, but for those of you that are retired in some way or no longer working for any number of reasons, this is not actually a week to look to do anything, but to really connect with your deeper sense of self. All right, that is where your best energies are put this week. What you do with it, I can only read the cards for you. I can only tell you what the energies, trends, and themes are. If you do nothing with it, it's down to you. If you do something with it, you get the results. That's kind of as clear as this stuff works. For your love and relations, you've got the Justice card. So before I get into that, I do want to mention your year ahead astro tarot scopes are up and out there for your purchasing pleasure. You can get those on the link in the description box below. $7.99 a piece, or you can get the bundle for $49.99. And the New Year New Frequency program is up and out there for your purchasing pleasure. There is nothing like this out there, I can assure you. I know because I've checked, and also because I created this literally from my brain. All right. Also, you do this at home on your own in your own time. It will take about 3 to 4 days to complete, and I tell you, I'm really, really super proud of it. There's nothing like this out there. All right. So I'm going to tell you, want to get ready for 2024 and to really maximize things, this is your chance. Okay. Now, for your love and relations, for those of you that are single, this could be a fling, right? With somebody that you've dated before. We're Aquarians. We can value honesty. This is somebody that you've kind of, I don't want to say it so vulgar, but this is someone that you have enjoyed adult fun with previously, right? So this could be an old buddy. It could be somebody that you just have a casual arrangement with. Whoever it might be, this is you reconnecting to someone who has you like each other. Let me just put it to you that way, right? You like each other, it's mutually beneficial, it's fun, it's enjoyable. It's probably not going to become anything else. But listen, if you've got if you need your needs met, let me put it that way. All right. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is slightly more serious because you've got the Justice card here with the Moon. There is something about an old contract commitment, for those of you that have just gone through things like divorce, etc. This is going to be conversations that come back up this week that you've had previously, and you will feel for a moment like you're on your own. You're not, but the week itself is asking you to get very introspective, because it's asking you to show yourself how you contributed to the experience that you're having now in the relationship that you have, right? So whether this is that your relationship has come to an end and you're now getting divorced, or you're splitting up, you're being asked to really look at how did I contribute to that. When it comes to those of you that are in your relationships and it's not breaking up, this is something that you and your partner have discussed before and over again ad nauseum. And this time it's like you kind of at that place where it's like we either find a resolution or we find a way to move forward, either without each other or not bringing it up again. Because it's almost like this is something that you really are done with at this point. For your money and materials, you have the King of Wands. This is a great card for money, right? The King of Wands is a fantastic card for money because it usually represents boosts in finances, support in finances. It usually represents promotions as well. This is where the money that you're making elevates in some way, or it goes further than it usually does. Now, the King of Wands is usually an earth sign male, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and the Hermit card, as I said earlier, is Virgo energy. So for a lot of you this week, you could be connecting to a Virgo who has some kind of help, support, or information that is really giving you what you need to maximize your finances and your resources in some way. So I'm totally here for this. And then with the other cards that are involved, there are past opportunities coming back into the fold this week. So I love this. And if you are doing this patience and stillness and really getting in and checking in with yourself in the right way, it means you'll be able to actually take advantage of these things because you won't have a million other things spinning, right? It's up to you what you do with it, but I'll put that out there. Obviously, I'm talking to myself as well because, as many of you know, I am an Aquarius sun and very proud of that fact. For those of you that are, oh my gosh, come on, brain. For those of you that are, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, the King of Pentacles is your neck, your throat, and your voice. So I am paying extra special attention to this because obviously at the moment I'm going through the process of fulfilling all of the year ahead, the personal year ahead readings that everybody so graciously purchased. I had a sellout. I'm so proud and so happy and so humbled as well. Like, it's just crazy, right? But what I will say is this whole area, you got to do a lot of support for your neck, your throat, your voice, all of that area in general. And finally, when it comes to your home and environment, when it comes to your home and environment, the King of Wands is good news that comes in around the home. But with everything else that you've got here as well, so if you rent your home, this could be news and developments that come in around the contract, around your living situation. For those of you that own your home, this could be news and ideas, etc., that come in around your home and your property. It is the King of Pentacles, so it's as far as I'm concerned, it's good energy. How this shows up for you personally, obviously, I won't know until you let me know in the comments. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. I'll let you and let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.